gathering some valuable information from our speakers. So let's keep the energy high and welcome Miss 𝗧𝗲𝗰𝗵 𝗙𝗶𝗿. Dorota is the founder of Dosa Coaching. She is a certified coach with over 14 years of experience in career development and transition. She obtained neuro coaching certifications in 2020 and was selected for the Forbes Coaches Council in 2022. She has authored two books and currently resides in Amsterdam. Hello, Dorota. How are you doing today?
Yes, I'm doing great. Very excited to be talking today to a lot of wonderful people. Thanks, Tripti, for
Yeah.
having me an introduction.
Absolutely. We are so thrilled to have you today and super excited to hear your insights on the LinkedIn and how we can enhance our job search and career growth journey. So I won't take much of your time. So the stage is all
Sure.
yours, Dorota.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. And as I'm turning my slides on, feel free to share where is everyone coming from. Would love to see where everyone is from. So my slides are loading. Let's hope that technology is with us today and they will launch probably. Oh, wow, 82 people in a session. Welcome, everyone. Nice to meet you, says Julia. Hi, Julia. Great to see you. Dennis, Mahendra, Carol. Hello from Amsterdam. I'm also in Amsterdam. Yes. Hello to Alpkan. Yes. Oh, my slides. I don't know why, but my slides didn't. Yes. They're loading. Why they are not loading? I tested it a couple of times today. So let me share it one more time. Constanza says, hello from Utrecht. We're close by. Another person from Utrecht, Trix. Yes. Come on, slides. No, you are presenting. Yes, we have the slides. Wonderful, great. So yes, I already said welcome. So let's move forward. As Tripti said, a couple of also things about myself. I've been living in Netherlands for 20 years. I also have plus 20 years of professional experience. That old I am already. I have changed my career actually from career in finance. I was internal auditor to career in coaching and training. I've done that 17 years ago. So in the past 17 years, I have coached thousands of people. Can you imagine? Well, I'm an international executive career coach, a book author, members of Forbes Coaches Council, and to make myself a bit of a human, not only this professional. I am a mother of two amazing daughters. I am a wife of a Dutch guy. That's why I'm here in the Netherlands. I'm a matcha freak. I had 3 matchas already today. I love to walk in the forest. I love self-development, and I also love LinkedIn. So that's what brings me here to you today. So yes, my slides are working a little bit faster than me. Yes, what I wanted to say, what I want you to keep in mind from today is that whatever you do, especially related to your LinkedIn, don't be afraid to stand out with so many millions of professionals in tech or in finance in whatever role or industry. There are many of them. The market, especially in the Netherlands, is not it's an employer's market, not a candidate market. So there are great people out there. So, and that calls for measures. So don't be afraid to stand out, of course, in a good way. So don't do weird things, but make yourself visible in a good way. And when we talk about making yourself visible in a good way, there are a couple of important points I wanted to talk to you about. And it all starts actually from having a mindset of optimizing your LinkedIn profile for LinkedIn SEO. And why is that important? Because recruiters use LinkedIn as a search engine. So they have various options to search for candidates. Of course, they will use the job titles, the role names, but they will also use the skills as a search. They will also, in their search, they will also use location. So the best way to start is to make an Excel file or use ChatGPT to help you with that, but research between 7 to 15 job descriptions, and write down the most important keywords in terms of function names, but also the hard and the soft skills. I was listening to Zoe's presentation on writing a great CV, and that was something also that she was mentioning. Keywords, 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 and keywords come in various shapes and forms, but important part of it is definitely hard and soft skills. But you do not want to be putting something that is not relevant. And how do you find those relevant things? Well, based on the things that you will find in the job descriptions. And when you find them, it's all about placing it strategically on your LinkedIn profile. So starting with headline, going to about section, putting it in your work experience, in your skills selection section. So we have a couple of very important assets on your LinkedIn profile, and probably next to your profile photo, about which I do not want to be spending too much time today. One of the most important assets on your LinkedIn is your headline. And why is that? Because that's something that everyone will see online on the mobile or in the desktop once they put a certain searches. And I feel really sad when I see a lot of people making a mistake of only putting their job title, their current job title, and the name of the company. You have 140 characters, so use them wisely. And next, of course, you need to put your job title, because that's how you are going to be found. But next to that, I would also ask you and encourage you to focus. So what is the value that you add? For example, I turn complex problems into scalable solutions. Next to that, if that's really important, put the industry that you are in, and the key skills. Of course, this list of skills will be long, so focus on the most important ones. And here we have an example how your headline could look like. Next to the headline, we have another very important asset on your LinkedIn, and that's about section. And in the about, we have about 2,000 characters, so we have a lot of place and space to write and introduce who we are as a professional. There are different ways of writing a great about section. There's definitely the one that I teach here is not the only one, but it's a certain structure that you can use. So starting with a hook, so starting with something that would make it interesting for others, could be, I'm driven by one thing, and that could be solving complex problems through innovative technology. You can say, well, hello, welcome to my LinkedIn profile, make it appealing to the other people. And highlight your strength. Of course, that's the most important. You can write a story around it, or you can use the bullet points. Again, going back to the homework that you have done, we put the highlighting the strengths that we know are relevant for the job that you are looking for. But that's not it about section. There are 3 more points I want to mention. You can tell a story about your background, who you are, what you're passionate about, what are your achievements. Make sure it reads well. Here you have an example that you can use. Also, for, like I said, to stand out in a good way, show you are a human being. We humans connect to humans. It's not about professionals connecting only to professionals, which makes it very professional and boring. So if you feel like for it, you can say, well, when I'm not coding, you'll probably find me hiking through the forest or drinking matcha or, improving my run times. And last but not least, very, very important, include call to action. How can people can find you? If you are open to new work, if you are just open to network, mention that to make it easy for people to reach out. And you can also, you said, feel free to contact me through a DM, direct message, or feel free to send an email, and you can provide your email here. I see some thumbs up. Happy to see you are enjoying and finding it valuable. Well, then I wanted to talk not about work experience section, because that everyone knows and everyone talks about it. I wanted to talk about a different part of LinkedIn that not so many people use. And daily I go across many LinkedIn profiles, and rarely do I see a featured section. And then I think, oh, what a missed and overlooked opportunity. And especially if it's overlooked, then it's easier for you to stand out. So what is the featured section? Well, it's a tool where you can showcase your best work. It could be a project portfolio, could be a link to your site or to the GitHub. It can be a featured article that you have written. It could be a presentation, a highlight of recommendation. You can be creative and make sure it's also, of course, graphically appealing. Here you have example from my featured section. Of course, I want people to click on my book and get my book, obviously. I also have my YouTube channel, so I am going to direct people there. It's right behind, below the About section, before your work experience section. And like I said, it's visually appealing. And keep in mind that every word and every picture says 1,000 words. So again, use it, to your own best advantage. So I hope I'm going to see in the coming days some great featured section. And another LinkedIn tool that I also see not very often being used, and again, it's, guys and girls, it's so important. And that's recommendations. A lot of people are shy, or a lot of people say, I don't want to be bothering other people. But there are a couple of two main principles here. First of all, from psychology of influencing people, it's about social proof. That's why in all advertisements, there's a doctor saying, and other people saying, oh, I've already used that thing, go ahead and buy it. That's the same with recommendations. There are other people who are saying, well, go ahead and hire Julia, because I have worked with Julia and she's amazing front-end developer, and I have worked on her on so many projects. So it's about show, not tell, and you show it in the words of other people. And when you ask for recommendation, be specific. So a lot of people say just, oh, I will ask for recommendation, and they don't hear anything because people just do not know what to write. So make it easy for them. Also, of course, always say, if you agree that I delivered value on this project, I would be happy if you could mention it. But by doing that, you actually make it easy for them, because they will know what to recommend you for. So put your ego aside, ask, and always offer to write a recommendation back. And that brings me to yes, my one, but that we went too far. I had one more slide with the content that I wanted to show you today. Other crucial tips, very important once you have CEO'd your LinkedIn profile, it's all up and running, you have a great picture, background picture, all those things, you need to keep it active, right? And why do you need to keep it active? Because active profiles get more views. First of all, you are appearing in a feed of recruiters, in a feed of hiring managers, of other people. But also when your profile is active, it will rank higher in searches, and that's what you want. You want to come up on the first page, not on the second or the third. So keep your profile active. Open to work banner, that's often heated discussion whether you should have your open to work banner visibly open to everyone. I would say myself personally, but there will be 50% people saying yes, keep it open to the whole network. 50% people say no, keep it closed and only open to recruiters. So they see that. I am in the second category because there is something about the open to work banner that sometimes has this feeling of, oh, maybe people are a little bit desperate to get a job, and you do not definitely want to have to be appearing desperate. That's just from psychology. Having said that, there's nothing wrong with keeping it. I would say it's a preference. It's a choice. Something to keep in mind. Definitely set it to visible to recruiters if you're looking for a job for sure. And last not least, earn your LinkedIn top contribution banner. Again, something that a lot of people don't do. And why not? Because it requires a lot of work, but it's very doable. I got mine after, I think, 2 months of contributing a couple of times per week to articles. You have a link here. So feel free to make a print screen, copy paste the link, select one skill. So for example, is DevOps voice. You can choose any other and contribute to the articles to that one skill, because you need to be in top 2% of contributors. So as I said, it requires some work, but it's so worth it. Okay, dear people, these were the main tips and tricks on making your LinkedIn profile a job searching machine. Of course, the insight and the knowledge is even less than 50% of success. The most success lies in actions, and the actions guarantee success. So think for yourself, what is the one thing that I want to take from that presentation and from all other presentations that you're going to hear today? And yes, and just run with it and implement it. Thanks so much. We're going, I think we have 3 minutes for questions. I also have some polls. Feel free to reach out, scan the code. Feel free to reach out on LinkedIn through my website. Thanks so much. And now we are open for questions. Let me go to the chat. Q&As. Let me see. When it's ideal time to ask coworker for recommendation? Well, if you have worked on a project, if you have worked couple of weeks, maybe not, but a couple of months, definitely ask them for recommendation. You do not have to wait until the end. And even if it's a couple of years ago, doesn't matter, feel free to reach out, say, why is that important to you? And as mentioned, offer to do it back. If you are looking for a different role than your current role, should you post that in the headline? Yes, great question, Ebony, definitely. So you can write your current function if that's relevant. If not, you can write the function that you are aspiring as passionate about or interested in. So definitely you need to put that role that you are aspiring to in your headline in order for you to appear in the searches. Let me see. What's your perspective on the career gap in between and how we can positively showcase on LinkedIn? Another great question. Yes, definitely. You know, nowadays you have the gaps where you can put on LinkedIn that you have a sabbatical. And I always say, think how to frame it. What are the skills that you have learned? What are something that you have that you have learned, maybe networked, traveled, and what were some amazing things that you have taken from there? One more thing I wanted to mention, I will be in a lounge after the session is closed. So if you want to come and have further questions, feel free to join me. I just wanted to look at the polls, published, show on stage. How often do you engage with content on LinkedIn? Daily, 44%, weekly, 38%, and almost never. Great people, love it. Let's see another poll show on stage. Do you have open to work setting turned on? Yes, with a green banner. Yes, but only visible recruiters. We see half, and other people say no, not currently. Well, if you're not using for looking for job, well, then obviously you are not going to have it. Yes. And last not least, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to your LinkedIn profile? Writing a compelling headline, choosing the right keywords, and getting recommendations. Yeah, so getting the recommendations and keywords is challenging. I would say regarding recommendations, don't be shy. Genuinely state that you need it for help with your career, and people love to help. And when choosing the right keywords, just do your homework. Ask ChatGPT to help you copy paste all the job descriptions. Ask ChatGPT to come up with the most important headlines and put them in categories. Yes, don't make the work too difficult, but do include them. Well, Tripti, I think we are done for now. And are you here, Tripti? Yes.
Yes. We know LinkedIn presence has become so important, and you led such an interesting discussion. Thank you so much, Dorota. It was really, really amazing. And I'm pretty sure, and I see the engagement already, everybody must have taken so many valuable insights from your slides today. Thank you so much for joining us. And guys, as she mentioned, she will be at her table in the lounge. So if you have any more questions and if you want to connect with her, please feel free to reach out to her at her table. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, Dorota.
Thanks
It
so
was a
much.
pleasure having you.
Yes, my pleasure too. Thanks so much, Tripti, and see you all in a
Bye.
lounge in a minute.